there. I am Charlotte, the Gulf Coast Granny. And tonight, my family's asleep, and I'm going to be diamond painting for as long as I can stand it. So, let me get over here to my channel so I can see my chat. That's not it. That's not it. Uh-oh. Let's see. Huh. Well, give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear anything that I'm saying or doing. I will try to find this video as soon as I can. There we go. There it is, right there. Now let me silence that. There. Here we are. So, I'm doing a new diamond painting tonight. And it is of a cat. And I know you can't tell it from looking at this canvas because it's a rather large cat. It's, let me see, 40 by 50 centimeters, which looks about like a 16 by 20 painting. And I'm just beginning it. Hey, Moonrose Crafts, how are you? You're the first one in here to talk to me. I don't really know if this is going to end up looking like a cat when I'm done with it, to be honest with you. Because of the fact that I can barely see the cat in this as I'm working on it. Now, I happen to be starting at the top and working my way to the bottom. So for y'all, even when I get through it, it's going to kind of be upside down. But that's okay, because when it's all done, it's going to be beautiful. At least that's the hope, right? That is the hope. Yeah, you might be the only one in here. Who knows? And that's okay. That is okay by me. Because I'm really just trying to kill time and grab some watch hours while my family's sleeping. And my son goes to band camp tomorrow. So I ran them all off and said, go to bed. Go to bed. Y'all are aggravating me. So we just had this enormous storm here. And I'm so grateful that we did not lose our power. It flickered a couple of times. But apparently it's Dexter, the tropical storm. I'm just thankful that it's not a hurricane. And so far, all the trees are standing. We don't usually have we don't have problems with trees until it's about a category 2. Unless, of course, you know, there's weak trees out there that won't stand up during just a plain old thunderstorm. Hey, Zay Zooted. How are you tonight? So anyhow, the storm lasted a while. I'm glad it's over. I haven't heard any thunder or seen any lightning for about an hour. But it lasted a good long while, y'all. It lasted from about 5 o'clock till just a little bit ago. Now, I don't know if it's going to pick back up again tomorrow or if it's just completely gone. But we shall see. I'm not really watching any of the weather channels or anything like that. Because, I'll be honest with you, I'm not too worried about it. Hey, Jen, how are you doing? I didn't know I was going live either. Hey, Dari, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Jen. Hey, Jane Doe. I'm so glad you're here. I was wondering if you were going to get to come in tonight or if it was just too late for you. Um, no, I didn't know I was going to go live either, y'all. I just kind of got a wild hair and said, why not? I'm going to have fun next. What are you going to do, Moonrose? What are you going to do? I'm having fun next week too, and I'll tell you why. Because my son is going to be gone all day at band camp, and my husband's going to be gone all day at work, and that means I get to do whatever I want between 7 in the morning and 4:30 in the evening. And that makes me right happy. Hey, God's Desire, how are you doing tonight? Well, thank you all so much for coming in. I thought I was going to be by myself for a while. It didn't take y'all long at all to come in here and rescue me from being all alone. Can y'all hear that music, or is it too loud or too soft? Let's see. Moonrose says, shopping for a vacation. Oh, that's so nice. Jane is everywhere, isn't she? She pops up when needed, out of nowhere. Yes, ma'am. Now, Jane Doe, if you get too tired, you are more than welcome to bow out gracefully if you'd like to. So, where are you going on vacation, Moonrose? Because I need to live vicariously through somebody. Because I'm not going to be going on any vacations this year. Me and Poppy are saving to buy a house. And we don't know if it's going to be this house or a different house. We're just saving right now. Um, but I want to have a place that we can pay for by the time he retires. So we're going to have to be real smart about how we do this. I'm not a huge fan of the neighborhood that I live in right now. And that would be the only thing keeping me from buying this place. I really do like this house a lot. And the reason I don't like this neighborhood very much is because it's very loud. The neighbors are loud, the music's loud, just you know, the normal living in a neighborhood type of racket. Listening to people mow their lawns and stuff like that. I'd really rather be out in the woods somewhere where I didn't have to be bothered with that all the time. Of course, I might just be a Karen and don't know it. When I decided to come in late, I mean 2 in the morning, Jane is there. Wow, no kidding. Oh, okay, Jane. Jane says she's team night owl. Oh, for carpet. Okay. Y'all bear with me. I'm okay, so you're gonna be shopping for carpet? Is that you definitely want your investment to be I do, God's desire, I do. But there are a lot of benefits to living where I live, and I'm caught in a conundrum of dealing with the noise yet still being able to get to the places I want to go. I can't drive. So living down here on the coast, I can take my little tricycle and go get my hair done if I want to, go have lunch if I want to, pick up some ice cream if I want to. I could even shop in the little boutiques down, well, they call it downtown, but it's really only one street. I can go visit my daughter while she's working if I want to. I can even go over and visit my grandbabies if I want to. So that is a huge draw to staying in this area because I do have access. If I live out in the woods somewhere, I'm always going to have to depend on Poppy or my kids to come get me, and I don't know that I want that. I like having this little bit of independence, but is that independence worth giving up a little bit of my peace and quiet? That is the conundrum. Definitely the conundrum. However, I will say this, not having to move again is a huge draw to stay in here too. Because Lord knows packing everything up, and oh my gosh, the thought of that just makes me cringe. And now, mind you, I'm not in a huge hurry to do anything. Well, what made me go live through YouTube is just the fact that, can y'all see what I'm even working on? There. No, y'all couldn't see it. Typically, if you go live through YouTube on this vertical platform like this, you get more views, and it was easy. I used up all my hours in StreamYard, and I know how to go live on Restream the regular way, but I don't know how to do it vertical. And I just thought it would be fun to do a vertical live stream tonight. Because like I said, people pop in and out during verticals and you get a lot of views. And I need views. I am not going to lie. Even if it is just, I don't know, maybe for me it's just a vanity metric right now. I don't know. But I like doing it this way every now and then. It's not the normal for me. But every now and then, when I want to do something quick and easy, I'll do it this way. But this painting here is a cat. It's the cat that I've been wanting to do for probably, I think I bought this about 4 months ago. And it took over a month for it to get here. I reckon it came from China. But it finally got here, and then I knew I was going to need my light pad to do this because it's so dark. So I waited on that, and then I started doing other things, and I didn't really forget about it, but it was, like in the back of my mind. And I finished the fish painting tonight. Hey, Grumpus, how are you doing? Looks normal to me, but I'm laying down. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense to get views. I was going to say I have unlimited time if you ever need to use it. Well, thank you for that, Jen. Thank you for that. Anyhow, what I was going to say is I finished the fish. If you want me to, I'll get up and go show it to y'all. Just let me know. But I just finished it about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes ago. And this was sitting on the floor behind me because it had lots of wrinkles in it, and I wanted to get the wrinkles out. So it had been sitting there for about 2 days. And so I grabbed it and just started working on it. Because I've been wanting to do this for a long time. The first time I ever saw this painting, it reminded me of my cat, Julesy, who passed away last year. And y'all, that just about broke me. Didn't it, Grumpus? Grumpus was around when that happened. I have not been the same since. I miss my kitty so much. But it's unfortunate what happened to him. He got chronic kidney disease, and it killed him. It was very unexpected. He had a very fast downward spiral, so to speak. And so it was a shock, and it was heartbreaking. So when I found this, the first time I ever saw this picture, I said, "Oh my goodness, I don't know why, but that reminds me of Julesy, and I have to do this painting." So that's what I'm doing. Okay. And yes, what Mr. Grumpus said. Let's see. A good way to get wrinkles out, roll it the opposite way, and it helps. You know what, Jen? I've been watching a diamond painter on YouTube, and I've been seeing her do that, and I'm going to do that. Okay, I'll go get it. I'll go get it. Just give me 1 minute. Maybe not that long. Okay, I don't know if you'll see the whole thing, but I'll start at the bottom and go up this way. Isn't that gorgeous, y'all? I just love this painting. And it's got the AB drills in it, so it's extra, extra sparkly. I don't know if you can see them. No, this, this camera really doesn't do it justice at all. Because there's a whole bunch of ABs in this area and down here in the ends of the tail. And then up here in this one, there's a lot here. And then a lot of them here going out this way. And then a whole lot of them over here. There's more ABs in the top than there is in the bottom one. I don't know why they did it that way, but they did. But I just think they're beautiful. Thank you, Grumpus. Thank you. Of course, I didn't draw it or nothing, but I sure put the little things one at a time all over it. And I'm real proud of it. So I think I'm going to do an uploaded video. Y'all, I haven't done one of those in months and months and months. But I got, during the Amazon Prime days, let me look and see what this is. A is 26. Amazon had their Diamond Art Club diamond paintings on sale. And I bought a couple of them. Just two. Because, Diamond Art Club is expensive. But on Amazon, they usually run between $20 and $30. But because I usually buy the budget diamond paintings, because, Granny's on a budget, then I don't usually spend that. Well, Amazon had their Prime Days last week, and I bought two, and I think I paid $14.99 for one of them and $11.99 for the other. And I thought, since, that was a decent price that I was willing to spend on that particular product. Like I said, it's Diamond Art Club. That's the bougie one. So I did it, and I'm happy I did it. So I think I'm going to do a video about those two diamond paintings. What do you think? I mean, just an unboxing and showing you what it is and telling you what I paid for it and that kind of stuff. Okay, let me catch up on my chat. It's tricky with cats. You don't know most of the time. Well, that's what happened, Jen. That's really what happened. We didn't know he was sick until it was too late. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so nice. Cats are good at hiding illnesses. Yeah, they are. They are, unfortunately. Light pads also don't help when trying to show them, but it helps when... Yes, you're exactly right. You're right. Go look in TV. Go look in TV show cat, cats. Hey Renee, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Um, you should record start to finish in high speed about a 1 or 2 minute video. Why would I do that, Grumpus? I don't understand. Oh, you mean like do a short and a uploaded vid? You know, a regular length one? Do you mean do both? Oh, Dinah, why do you do this every single time I sit down at this table? Why? She hears me talking to y'all, and I think she thinks I'm talking to her. Or she just wants to go outside. You ready to go outside? You want to go outside? Come on. Come on. Come on. Outside. Good girl. Yeah, she wanted outside. You buy 3, get 1 free. Oh! TV showcase. Buy 3, get 1 free. I'll check that out. I certainly will. I like free. Free 99 is my favorite price. 28. Oh, okay, 29.30. Okay. I don't know how y'all like to do diamond paintings, but I like to do little sections at a time when I'm doing one this big. So that's how I'm going to do this. I don't know how many little sections I'll do tonight, but oh, you know what I forgot to do is put the washi tape on it because I don't want this one getting dirty. My last one got a little bit dirty on the edges because of the overpour of the glue. So I'm going to use this washi tape and prevent that this time. Ah! Y'all, if that music irritates you, just let me know. I think watching a complete diamond painting start to finish would be cool. Oh, I see. I understand now. So film a whole diamond painting and then speed it up. Okay. That is a good idea. But I'll probably do that on a smaller one. This one's going to take me probably weeks to finish. Maybe what I'll do... that didn't work out right. I'll do a small one that way while I'm also working on this one. Look, I swore I wasn't going to do... I've seen so many diamond painters on YouTube that have 4 or 5 projects going at the same time. And I don't think I've got it in me to do that, to be honest. There we go. There. Okay. So here's the way this is going to work. Yeah, that is a good idea, though. I like that. I like that idea. You can edit a 55-hour video. Oh, boy. You got a lot more faith in me than I do, Grumpus. Let's see. I agree, Grumpus. Yeah, they do like to see that start to finish. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You're pretty quick at it, Charlotte. I don't think it will take. You don't think so? I don't feel real quick at it. Um, but then again, maybe that's just me. Look, y'all, I'm having a hard time seeing this. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Shoot, I always have at least 3. Oh my goodness, really? Y'all, excuse my arms, but I'm putting my light down here. Let me show you what I'm dealing with. This piece, the legend, is super small on this one, so I'm having a hard time seeing it. So I turned on my bright LED light so that I could see it better. Oh, fiddlesticks. There we go. And I just... Yeah, I think that would be cool, though, to do a start to finish, like you said, Grumpus. I like that idea. I do. Where's my peas? Let's see. 8. Number 8. But I am very excited to start on that Diamond Art Club painting. Okay, you want me to show it to you? This will be like a sneak peek, okay? I always take a picture when it's that small on my phone. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, I'm going to do a sneak peek of one of my Diamond Art Club paintings. It is so cute, y'all. It is so stinking cute. Okay, I got to take the plastic and cover that up so it doesn't get messed up. All right, it's right here on the table. I don't know if it has any ABs or any, like, special drills in it, so let's find out, because... Oh, this is so exciting. I haven't even opened it yet. Let's see. Oh, look at this, y'all. This is a different toolkit than I usually get. Usually I get... The crown is a new thing YouTube is trying. It is a chat interaction. Jen is the most active so far. Yes, she sure is. Okay, let's see, what is this? Can y'all see my hands? Okay, I'm going to turn the light off real quick. There. So, what the devil? What's wrong with this? Oh, shut up. Oh my gosh, it's got a lid on it. Oh my goodness. So this is wax, and this is a multi-placer. And this is a tray. Look how high the sides are compared to... Can y'all see that? The sides of this one are real short. This one's real tall. So I won't be so likely to fling them out when I'm shaking it. And it's got a lid so you can close it up and my cat won't walk in it. Oh, that's cool. What do you do about this? Oh, it comes out. Oh, that's kind of cool. Huh. Would you look at that? That's fancy, y'all. That is really fancy. I think everyone here is number 1. Yeah, I think so too, Grumpus. And this is my pen. It's got a multi-placer over here. What does this do? Oh, I know what this does. I saw somebody do this. Oh, well, wrong direction. So you twist it and the wax comes... Ooh, that's got a little bit of wax on the end. But you twist it and the wax comes up out of there. You don't have to keep pressing it into the wax. Oh, that's neat. I love it. I love that. Now, I don't know if I'll have to use it before I decide if I love it, okay? A lot of bags. I'm assuming this is a refill of the goop that you put in the pin end. And the little heart is what you would use if you're multi-placing. Okay. So this is, okay. So it has 37 colors. And it looks like they're stickers. Are they stickers, Jen? Click at the crown on top to get the details. Let's see. Okay. God's Desires number 2. Renee Unraveled is number 3. Jane Doe, Grumpus on Fire, Moon Rosecraft, Starry White, and Zay Zooted. Okay, those are the top fans. I think you're all top fans. How you like that? And I don't even like using the word fans because I don't like that. So that's the picture, but let me open it up because you're going to love this. I love it. What is this thing? Oh, save 20% off your first app purchase. Instructions, the contents of the kit. What is this? Just a little collector card? It's pretty, but I can't hardly see what it is. Yeah, that's cute enough. And then you can join their Facebook group. Okay, well, let me put that back in there. Let's see. Well, I don't get from DAC, but all my Hannah Lynn comes with labels. Oh, okay. Okay. They look like they're stickers. Charlotte, click on the question mark above the crown list. Is there a question mark? Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You'll need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages, send super chats and super stickers. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's really cool. So, y'all ready to look? Because I am. I'm so excited. I can't stand it. Okay, let's see. Let's go this way with it because I think that's... This is really small, y'all. It's 9 by 9. But it's a bee, and I love it. And it looks like a watercolor bee, and I love watercolor paintings. And I'm very excited for it. Can you imagine, like 30, how many colors did it say? 37 colors on a 9 by 9 sheet. I think that is pretty darned awesome. So, the collector card, yeah, the collector card's a bee. Right. So, I am so thrilled with this. So, what I think I'll do is film this one the whole time I'm doing it. Because this will go really fast. This is very color blocked. Like all the A's are in one spot here. And then there's a big spot of H's. And then the background is all P's. Maybe I can learn to multi-place with this one. I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. But anyhow, I think this one will be easy to film the whole thing and then speed it all up, like Grumpus said. I think that's a really cool idea. Yeah. But I cannot wait to start this one. But I got a lot of work to do here. So, that was one thing they did. The other lady, she rolled it backwards and got a lot of the little folds out of it. Because, you know, they get so compressed in those, when they're being shipped and all. Oh, well, that didn't help so much. It's okay, though. I'm going to set it out so it can flatten. I don't think it needs to be ironed or anything. And I'm going to put this toolkit back and all this other stuff back in the box. Oh, you want to see the drills? The drills are really pretty. Okay, so I do know that they have special characters for the fancy drills. I think a AB means it's Aurora Borealis, and then a Z means fairy dust. I don't know what that actually means, but we got this pretty turquoise color here, and a blue and red and blue and kind of purple and aqua. Let's see if I can do it this way. Oh, my lighting's not so great, is it? So, let's see. There's not very many drills, but it's not a very big painting either, so it doesn't need a whole bag of everything like some of them do. I didn't see any special drills in that bunch. Oh, here's one. This one here is a teal colored, maybe more of a seafoam green fairy dust. And the fairy dust just has a little bit of a shimmer on it. It's kind of like mica powder or something. And then, there's all your, oh, there's another fairy dust one in this caramel color. And then, let's see. Here's an AB in this creamy ivory color. And there's another fairy dust right there in the yellow. And that is it. Whoops. So yeah. I'm going to have to put this all back together so I can do my video, aren't I? But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I wonder what the bead packer's resume looks like. DAC drills are always so shiny. For Grumpus, I know you don't know this, but DAC is Diamond Art Club. So we have to include Grumpus too, you know. Well, I can't wait to see the difference, really. These are, because, you know, I have noticed the difference between certain vendors that I buy from. Some of the drills are kind of dull and, you know, just not very spectacular. And then others, like the one I just did, had beautiful drills. The fish, really nice drills. And actually on that one, there wasn't a lot of trash to throw out. So that was kind of cool. I don't know. You know, Grumpus, I would be curious as to whether or not they even need a resume for that job. I mean, it seems kind of easy, I would think. And who knows? I mean, that might not be the only position that they hold. They might be, you know, something else too. They might pack the whole box, you know. The drills sparkle. So have you done a Diamond Art Club painting too, Jane? Look, y'all, I was just too excited to be able to get them at such a discounted price. That's what I was tickled about. Because I thought it was pretty cool that they went on sale like they did. I sure hope I'm doing this right. P. Okay, let me catch up on this chat. Okay. Oh, roll it the opposite way too, so I do it side by side. Okay, okay. I'll do that later. I ain't worried about that. That collector card is kind of neat. I really like that. You know, it's like Pokemon cards, only diamond painting. Let me see this. I'm going to turn that off because I'm scared that I'm going to end up, oh, no, getting a copyright claim or something. Yeah, that's nice. It's kind of cool. So I'm working on peas now. This is a really dull army green here, but it's still kind of shiny. But the color itself is a little underwhelming. That's okay. Because I have a feeling when this is done, it's going to be beautiful. I just hope that I'll be able to show it off. And it'll be as pretty as the initial picture that I saw. I forget where I got this from. It's not Diamond Art Club. It's called Diamond Painting Pro was the company. And I just happened to be perusing their website one day and found this cat and just fell in love with it. Let's see, that's all the peas in that section. Well, alrighty then. P was number 8, yes. 8. Let's see. Oh, okay, the ones I was showing really sparkled, okay. Diamond Art Club has great customer support for any issues you have with your painting. Thanks for telling me that. And you know, another thing I know about Diamond Art Club, the one thing I learned about buying them off of Amazon, as long as you register them within 30 days of buying them, there's a little, what do you call it? You know, those funny squiggly things? QR code. Is that what it is? A QR? This thing. This weird thing. You can click that, take a picture of it, and you register it through the website, right? And you will get their warranty as long as you do that within 30 days of purchase. So I think that's pretty cool too. That you still get the warranty even though you didn't buy it from Diamond Art Club. Now, I did hear that if you buy it on a resale site like, you know, eBay or Mercari or anything like that, then it doesn't apply. I guess you have to be the original purchaser, and it has to be like a retail store that carries their merchandise. We should get the same painting and work on it together. Oh, that would be fun, Jen, excuse me. The drill spar, I wonder. Well, folks, Smokey and me are going to hit the sack. Y'all have a great evening. Good night. Y'all slap that like on your way out. You got a lot of slapping tonight, Grumpus. Pat Smokey on the head for me, or on the booty, wherever she likes it. Thanks for coming in, Grumpus. I appreciate it. I know this ain't his thing, y'all, but he's here anyway, and that means a lot, doesn't it? Okay, where are we on this? Y'all want to hear something interesting? The symbols that are on this diamond painting are some of the same symbols that were on the fish painting that I just completed. That's interesting. Okay, I cannot see this. I don't know what number 14 is. I might have to skip number 14 until tomorrow when I can take a picture of this. Okay, H. I got to be able to see an H. That's easy to see. H. Okay, number 34 is H. Oh, it's this color. I will say that the colors in this particular diamond painting, they're not, they're just, they're not exciting colors. You know, they're not bright, and they're not spectacular colors. But that's okay. Sometimes a artwork doesn't have to be in your face, right? Even though I am very drawn to bright colors and a lot of them. Normally, when I purchase a diamond painting, it's more colorful than this. But that's okay, because I love this kitty cat. H, 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 H. Let's see. You know, I was really surprised, you guys, that Jackie wasn't back yet. I thought she was going to be back this Wednesday, but I could be wrong. She could be taken, you know, it might be next Wednesday, and I was just mistaken. But I sure hope she's having a wonderful vacation. I know that she's been wanting to go and see those big trees, the sequoia, I think is what they are, for a very long time. She told me that when she was planning the trip, that she had really just wanted to see those for a long time. Let's see. Let's try some C's. C is number 25. This is going to be brown. She put up a community post saying she wouldn't be like, oh, okay. I didn't see that. Okay. I have to admit, I took a really long nap today. And then when I got up, it was time to eat dinner. And Poppy cooked dinner. He made fried chicken. And he did a really good job. I was surprised. My son had asked him to make it because I was asleep. So that's what they had for dinner. And when I got up, I warmed up a plate, and it was really good. And the thing about Poppy, when he cooks, he doesn't season things like I do. His tends to be somewhat on the bland side. And I've been trying to teach him, you know, use salt, please. Use some seasoned salt if you want to. Now, he's real heavy on the garlic a lot of times, but I think he is getting better. I think he's getting to be a better cook, and that makes me really happy because that means I don't have to do it as much, right? I saw Jackie's post too. That was me sent you. Okay, okay. Was it on Instagram, honey? I wish I had two phones sometimes so I could use one to record and one to look at. But I don't need that. That's just being extra. See. Okay. She's probably having to recuperate a little bit from her vacation. I know when I go on vacation, look, I'm tired for 3 days after I get back. I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely tired when I get back. Um, let's see. Arrows. I don't know if I can see the arrows. Let's see. Oh, come on. There it is, number 7. 7. Oh, it's on Facebook. Okay. Ah. I know I'm not going to need that many, but it is what it is. Let's see. Let me take a quick look. Okay. I'm going to guess and say it's on my Gulf Coast Granny page. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? Well, even though the legend on this is very small and difficult to read, the actual symbols are really good sized and good contrast. So they're super simple to see, at least with the light board. And that's a lot different. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check that out tomorrow, Moonrose. Truly, that looks so cool. I will definitely check them out because as long as they're reasonable, because remember I said Granny's on a budget. Granny's on a budget. Granny's always on a budget. R. And I take my budget very, very, very seriously, y'all. It's like set in stone. I do not waver from said budget, usually ever. It has to be something really, really special or really, really important for me to waver on the budget. But I will say this, it took me decades to get that kind of discipline with my budget. And the reason I'm that way today is because there was a time in my life when I was very frivolous with my budget, and it made my life very difficult, and it took me a few years to dig myself out of a mess. And one thing I am not going to do is put myself back in a mess. Now, notice I said put myself back in a mess. I know things happen to people and life be lifing out there, but I won't be doing it to myself. Let's put it that way. I wonder if Nightbot works in vertical. I have no idea. I think it does though. Because I think Jackie has Nightbot when she goes vertical. I should get my Nightbot operational. I haven't taken the time to do it. And I feel bad because I told Jackie, yeah, I'll work on that while you're gone. I looked at it. That's it. I just looked at it. Okay, dots. Now we're going to do dots. I think that's number 4. It is. Number 4. Ooh. This is going to be a special drill. These are ABs here. Aren't those beauty-muss? You can't even see them because of that light. Hang on. Now you can see there. You can't even see the sparkle. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. There it is. That's a pretty caramel color, too. Like a butterscotch. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, dots. We're doing dots. Are most diamond paintings that have different symbols, do they use the same symbols? I mean, is it kind of a universal thing? You definitely should. It helps so much. Yeah, I know. If you understood how technologically challenged I am, you might say, Charlotte, stay away. Stay far, far away from the Nightbot. I'm a bad plant mama. I haven't been in my... I haven't either, God's desire. But my garden is kind of on its own right now. Only 2 of them? Really? I was going to have fun placing all of these beautiful butterscotch colored AB drills and there was only 2. Come on. Okay, never mind. I'm sure there'll be more eventually. D. Let's do D. That's number 1. I like number 1. No, they don't use the same symbols all the time. Okay. Actually, God's desire, were you in here the other night when I showed how big my tromboncino squash was? Here's another AB drill too. Number 1. D. That's my baby one. That was the smallest one. I cannot wait to show y'all the biggest one out there. It looks like a mutant. Because it's, not only is it huge, it's enormous. It's that big in diameter. Can y'all see my, yeah, that big in diameter. It's huge. And that's at the top, not where the bulb is. That's at the top. And it's turned orange now. And I don't even know how long it is because it's all in all these little curlicue pattern. And so it comes up like this, and then it goes around and does a loop, and I'm like, people are not going to believe this when I show it to them. They're just not going to believe it. Okay, number 30. Number 30. Desire. Wait a minute. Oh, no. She's not a bad plant mama. Not at all. What number did I say that was? Number 30. Okay. I bet her trees are doing real good. Y'all, when God's desire, you're not going to believe when I show, I'm going to do it. Like, I don't know if I'm going to put it on Instagram or if I'm going to make a video. I was thinking about harvesting it and doing a video on the harvest because it's going to be a fiasco to get to it. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But I was thinking about doing that. So maybe I'll do that this weekend because I've got to start uploading regular videos, y'all. I really do. I've been so focused on going live, and that's really not the way I want to conduct my YouTube channel. I do want to make regular posts. Oh shoot, I forgot that one. Come on, number 30, come back you. Oh no, I put it in the wrong spot, y'all. Oh, who cares? Nobody will know the difference, right? Crap. can't believe I did that. Yes, that don't go there. Shoot. See, look, I'm going to have to be, for the love of painting these diamond paintings too. See, I put that on the B instead of on that weird symbol that it was supposed to go on. I don't have any tweezers. I wish I did. I don't know why I keep getting notifications. Nobody messages me this late at night. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. I'll check that out in a little bit. Okay. Okay, I think I got them all. So now I got to find the B. And put these sticky drills back in here. Have y'all noticed that when you have to take drills off and then you put them back, it makes all your other drills kind of stick together a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe y'all haven't noticed that. But that's my life, so. Okay, G, B, 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 B. Where's the B? There it is. Number 18. Oh, you're blue. You're going to be a dark blue. Okay. B. Well, this little tiny section went by pretty quickly considering I've been sitting here gabbing and not paying attention to it like I need to. Oh, there's another B. Booyah. B stands for booyah. I think that S is a number 17. Yes, it is. So I'm going to do that one with this. What's number G? Or letter G. There's an S right there. Okay. Now I need that pretty little star. Oh. Charlotte, I bet you would like my Disco Diana by Hannah Lynn. I bet I would too. What does Disco Diana look like? Is it like Princess Diana? Number 6. Oh, this is a bright green. Okay. There we go. Wasn't there a song, Disco Diana? Or, why does that sound so familiar to me? R. 19. I think I filled some of these up a little fuller than I should have. I have extra drills in bags behind me that I couldn't fit in these little square things, but I love these square things. I don't like the round ones. I like these because they have little pop tops, and the squares are easier to put the drills into. I'm just telling you how it works for me. I know they make different stuff for everybody because everybody's different, but I really like the square ones. So oh goodness. So for all of you folks Who use Restream? Put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with Restream as far as how to operate it. Okay, there's the star. That's number 31. Go back. There it is. Yeah, I like my rectangle ones. It's the shape of it. Oh, I have some of those too. In fact, that's the kit that I used on the fish. And I like those too. I like the little tic tac things too. Now, I just ordered, I'll show you my kit here in a sec. Because it's over off to the side. I just got this. I don't want to mess up my... I just got this the other day. And I have 2 kits similar to this, but it's only this much kit. So it's only this. Actually, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Yeah, it's 28. So I knew that there were going to be incidences where I would have more than 28 colors. In fact, on the last, not the fish, but the diamond painting I did before that had 30 colors. So I ended up having to put 2 of the colors in baggies. And I stuck them on top here and closed the lid every time I, put it away. But I really like this because it's got 56. I don't know if I'll ever do one that has more than 56. I've seen people do them. I saw one today. A lady unboxed one of the Diamond Art Club paintings that had 90 colors in it. And I was like, there is no way. I can't even imagine that. Doing 90. And it was huge. This diamond painting was huge. I don't want to do that. Hey, Manuela, how are you? Oh, I'm not trying to put this away. I'm trying to... But I really like how big that one is for paintings like this. Now, this one had a total of 35 colors that we'll be using. Okay. I think I might go... Oh, shoot. There. What I would like to do next is buy some release paper and just, do small squares at a time with the release paper. Because I think that would help me. And I don't want to take the whole thing off and cover it in release paper, but at least maybe row by row, do little sections of release paper. What do you think about that? How do you deal with the noise from the paper? Look. That's interesting that you asked me that, because the only time the noise from the paper really bothers me is when I'm watching a video and they just keep crinkling it. Like they don't know when to put it down. Okay? So, but when it's here at my desk and is it bothering you, Jen? I'm sorry. I try not to fiddle with it too much, though. I know I have been tonight, just because I've been showing different stuff, But I try, when I'm doing a diamond painting, I try not to fiddle with this paper much. But no, it doesn't bother me when I'm sitting here diamond painting at all. Oops, get back over there. Get back over there. I need to use my other pen. So I haven't crocheted in a while. Well, I mean, except for that silly little fish that I did on Monday. And I really didn't like that fish that much. I didn't like the pattern. I didn't like the fish. I had a stinking migraine when I was trying to do it, and I couldn't see worth a toot. So it was kind of a letdown. And I don't think it was the pattern's fault. I think it was just all of the circumstances, right? So I decided to diamond paint after that for the rest of the week. I'm not going to crochet anymore. But I do have a cardigan that I want to finish. I have barely begun. Barely. And so I think this weekend, that is the one thing that I'll work on. After Friday, I will pick up that cardigan, and it's not going to take long to do. It's 3 panels and super simple to do. I was screaming at you to stop because no, actually, Jen, my head was not hurting. It really wasn't. I promise you. When I have ocular migraines, all it does is affect my vision. That is it. And it only lasts for 20 minutes or so. But that being said, I get some of it's like this lingering weird after effect, kind of like fatigue and brain foggy after it happens. I know that doesn't make any sense, but that's what happens. I get what I feel like is brain fog. And it's just part of what happens when it happens. But I promise you, when I get that, it does not hurt. Because if it did, I would not be on here. I would be taking all kinds of medicine. You notice I didn't take any medicine. Yeah, 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 kind of, yeah, short term, yeah. And it was just a hard night. It was a hard night. But I didn't want to stop. If I get in the habit of canceling a live stream or stopping a live stream and because I didn't feel like it, I don't want to get in that habit. Because I'm very susceptible to continuing that habit. And I know me. And I've been real good, and I've tried really hard to be dependable and consistent. And I want to continue with that. And that's why I didn't end it the other night, because I didn't want to, start a bad habit. And like I said, after 20 minutes, I could see again. But it is weird. I mean, if you Google, actually, YouTube has some really good images, like videos of what it looks like when you have an ocular migraine, and they are almost spot on. I was really amazed at how close they were whenever I watched one of them. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's exactly what it looks like, almost to the T. And I would try to explain it to people, and they're like, I don't know, what does that mean? You know. And so now when people don't understand what it is, I tell them, go get on YouTube and search for that. It'll show you exactly what it looks like. But you know what? I'm just so grateful that I don't have the same kind of pain that my poor son has. My son suffers with migraines, something fierce. And it breaks my heart to watch him go through that. His daddy actually has them too. So, I mean, the poor boy didn't stand a chance with his daddy getting them and me getting a different kind. It was like he was destined. One of these kids was destined to have them. Okay. But you know what? He has not had but one migraine since school got out on June the 20. No, it was May 23rd is when school got out. And he's only had one migraine in all that time, which is pretty phenomenal for him. During the school year, it's crazy. He'll get them once a week, twice a week. I think it has something to do with the lighting or all of those kids spraying perfume and trying to smell good after gym. Because he's very sensitive to perfume. And stress. Yep, stress also. Ooh, Carla got retracted. Did she retract her own? Hey, Carla, if you're still here, hi. Um, let's see. I'm going to catch up. Hey, Kira, I'm sorry if I missed you earlier. I was gabbing, and I apologize. Thanks for catching that, Jane. I just tell them to Google it. Well, you can Google that, but to see it happen like on a screen, to see a video of it is a whole different experience, and it kind of, I think it helps clarify. Let's see. Stress is a huge trigger for my son. Stress, weather, foods, scents. Perfumes, candles, chemical cleaners, you name it. Code Red, Mountain Dew. Nothing with red dye in it. He can't have the red dye. This must be really. You hear that popping? I don't usually get mine to do that. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if it's because I'm using a different pen. I really like this pen. It was cheap, and I got two of them in one package, and the other one broke. Y'all, I was so I was so mad because I really like it. Um, but when this one breaks, I know it's going to because it's already starting to bend a little bit. And when it does, I'm gonna put some super glue in there. And what is his favorite scent? He likes well, he really likes pomegranate scent. That's probably his favorite. But I have to be real careful what what kind I get for him. Because like I said, some will cause a migraine and some will not. He also likes pine. Like he uses the Dr. Squatch soaps. And he really likes the pine tar scented soap. And that doesn't bother him at all. And the birchwood, I think is what they call it. He likes that. Um, and now if I put essential oils in his room, like, to in the aromatherapy type thing, that doesn't bother him. It's when you get, the artificial scents. That's what really bothers him. Hey, Alex, what's going on? What are you doing up so late? Do you stay up late all the time? Oh my goodness. I think it just dawned on me how big this diamond painting is and how long it's going to take me to do it. But I did, you know what? I remember when I did the map? I don't know how many of you were here when I was doing the map. Know God's Desire. And Marcel, what's up? Hi. And I also know that Jane Doe was here when I was doing my map. I think she was. Jane Doe, were you here when I did the big um, world map? I think you were. That one took me forever, y'all. Uh, that took forever. But it was bigger than this. And that was only my second diamond painting ever. Um, how's it going, Marcel? Are you looking forward to school starting back? Because I am. Band camp starts this week. And so, the rest is downhill from there. Because we are going to be busy, 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 busy. And I also want to tell you guys, well, I'm not doing Friday nights anymore, so never mind. I used to do Friday night live streams, and during football season, I would have to have a later stream or just not stream on the nights that we had football games, home football games. Because me and Poppy go to the games, we got to watch the band. I even have a t-shirt that says, just here for the band. Because I don't care nothing about football. Especially our team does not win. Our team never wins. If our team wins, it's because the other team forfeited. But they did win a couple of games last year, which was really nice. But as a rule, the Bearcats do not win a lot of football games. So we are there to listen to the band and cheer them on. And of course, that's where all of our money goes. So might as well be there to support them, right? Yes, I saw the entire process of the map. Thank you, Jane Doe. I love that map painting. That so far, that has been my favorite one. Okay, now what am I doing? U's. Let's do some U's. That's number 32. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. That's a really pretty blue. Can y'all see that blue? Isn't that pretty? One of the reasons that was a favorite for me is because it was so colorful, though. I mean, it had all the colors. But the background it was all like the same color. The part that was supposed to be water was actually kind of a ivory color and then a real light shell pink color. It's really pretty, but oh my goodness, it got so monotonous, and I thought I would never finish it. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do it this way. Okay. Any more? Well, if there is, I'll come back for it. But yeah, I think that one took me about a month to do. Um, all in all, about a month. Um, hmm. Let's do the D's. Number one. I like one. one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do? Um, I can't remember everyone's names. Yes, that is correct. Me and Marcel been buds a long time, haven't we, Marcel? She was even around for the fireball incident that got me a bad reputation. Oh my goodness. One night I was on live stream and I overindulged a little bit in some fireball and got real mouthy. And I decided from that point on I'm not drinking fireball ever again. And I haven't. I haven't. That's been what, 3, 4 years ago, Marcel? That was the Reader's Digest version of that story, just so you know. Oh my goodness. Fun times, fun times. Okay. What am I going to do next? I think I'm going to do some peas. 8. That's number 8. Oh, well, I already did the. Never mind. They all got to be done, don't they? Doesn't matter which ones I do. Y'all, somebody cranked a truck up outside, and all I can hear is that rumbling of that truck. Sounds like they don't understand what a muffler is. Watch, it'll be the train sitting on the dang railroad track, because I can hear the train from my house. And sometimes it'll just sit there and idle. Could be that. Hey, Marcel, does Amtrak have a train that comes from Houston or San Antonio to New Orleans? I don't even know if you would be familiar with it, but that's the route of that particular train track. It runs pretty much somewhat parallel to I-10, all the way, I think, to California. There is Amtrak station in San Antonio. Okay. Oh, I know about the CP rails trains. Can you do multiple? Do mul- um, Jen, the answer to that is yes, with the caveat of I don't know how to do it yet. Um, and I know you can do it with these verticals too, but again, I don't know how to do it yet. But there is a button that says add a guest, basically, but you can only do one other person when you go through YouTube Studio. I mean, one is fine with me. I don't need a whole host of people up here with me. Um, I mean, it's fun now and then, but it's not a necessity. You know what I mean? Let's see. I think that this particular painting will go a little easier when I'm more familiar with the symbols and, you know, The longer you do something, the easier it gets. I mean, I don't even know what all the colors are yet. I mean, I did kit this up, but still, it's, I don't know. I'm not familiar with all the colors. 29, 27, 27. There are so many blues. I didn't know there could be that many shades of blue, y'all. But there's a ton of blues in this. So that was 27, and that's an N. Yes. N. Well, I hear the train way down in the next town over. Blowing its whistle. It'll be here in just a minute. See if y'all can hear it when it gets here. You know, I'm so used to living this close to the train that I don't believe that if I move somewhere else that I could ever sleep again. Hey, Mona, what's up? Did you finish your live stream over there? I suppose you did, or you wouldn't be here. Um, that was a fun bunch of folks, I'll tell you that. In. I don't think I've ever met any of those folks before. Oh, booger, 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 booger. There. For all of you people who are new in the chat, or not new, but just got here, this is a diamond painting of a cat. And I know you can't tell it yet, but right now I'm up in the forehead of the cat. And I just finished my fish painting that I was doing. I think they're betta fish, or beta fish, however you want to say it. And I'll show you real quick. Let me turn this off a little bit. There. What that looked like. Yes. It won't stick much. So this is the, oh, I'll do it real slow. And these are the fishes. Now this one took me about a week to do, give or take a day or so. And I loved it. And now I'm working on the cat that I bought months ago that reminded me of my Julesy who passed away last year. Now it's not an exact, I mean, it's not like a image of him or anything like that, but it just the look on the cat's face, and it just reminded me of him, and I needed it. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm hoping that this is therapy for my grief. My grief therapy, y'all. Actually, Birdie's pretty good grief therapy too. Birdie's a sweet kitty. You don't think I've ever met them. Oh, I was so glad that Miss Peachnut came in and told us that she got the mail, because I absolutely was terrified that I had made a unfixable mistake. And the next time I do that, I will not make that same mistake again. I promise you that. In fact, I went in and changed the address after I noticed my mistake. So it's in there now. You know, it's like in my Amazon address list. So unless she moves, it'll stay the same. 19, 19. R. Is that an R? Yes, that's an R. But I just started this tonight at midnight. I have a feeling it's going to take a while to finish this one. Of course, I don't know now. If I get on a roll, you never know what can happen. Because with that map, I got so serious about doing that. That's all I did all day long for a solid week, you know, so I could finish it. R, R, R. Oh, there's lots of R's in here. Okay, good. Said that's a good idea. Yeah, I saved it in there. That way I don't ever have to have that problem again. R, oh yeah, there's a lot of these. I do not believe that this is going to be the painting that I learn to multi-place with, because this is a lot of confetti. Um, just like that goldfish painting. Oh my gosh, y'all. I know the black background is pretty thick, right? But the tails on those fish, I mean, every row there was every single color. It was crazy how much confetti that was. I had never done one that was that intense before, and it got a little overwhelming a few times. And I'm like, will I ever get this done? But as you can see, it finally worked itself out. And my grandma used to say, everything always comes out in the wash. Well, that fish got done and everything came out in the wash. Okay. Or one thing that this diamond painting will teach you is that if you just keep plugging away at it, it'll get finished. Where's that? Oh, there it is. There's another one. Good, good, good. See, this is kind of confetti heavy too. Because I'm really having to look for some of these symbols. Okay. More R's. Mm-mm. Great to see you, ladies. I hope you're all doing well tonight and making something beautiful. Thank you, Bridget. How are you tonight? It's good to see you as well. Where am I? There I am. I will say that these are some of the strangest color combinations. You know, when I first saw this painting, it looked more like blues and blacks. And I'm learning there's so much green in here. It's kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see. 28 is a Q. Like army green and baby poop green and see, I'm good trying to pick out yarn for the new tank top. Oh, Bridget, I cannot wait to watch that. Because I've been wanting to make my daughter a tank top. She's 20. And I've got the perfect yarn that I want for it. Now, the yarn that I have is a 3-weight. But I'm sure I can... I have more if I need it. Like 4-weight, 5-weight, whatever. I wouldn't make a tank top out of a 5-weight. I don't think. But who knows? I might. Okay, all the cues are done. That was quick. It's a pretty blue too. See, can y'all see it? Oh no, you can't see it. Darn it. Get off there. Okay. Let's do the C's. Let's do some A's. Are there any A's? A's. What color are you? There it is, 26. Oh, that'll be a nice brown color. Mm-hmm. Ah! I'll be teaching it for anyone you want. Well, that's what I'll be trying to do. It's all right. It's all right. I think you will be quite successful. And I cannot wait to see it. And I will try that darn tutorial myself. And hopefully I can take a picture of my daughter wearing it and send it to you, Bridget. I'm very excited about that. Was that the post that you made earlier today? The you had on a tank top earlier in a, was it a post or a video thumbnail? It was blue and stripy, I think. Or was that one that you worked on before and now you're doing another one? Okay. That looks like all the A's. Yes, I'll be making that. Okay, okay, awesome, 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 awesome. That's a nice top. Where'd you go, Moonrose? Okay, B, 18. Y'all, I'm really trying to stay on top of my chat this time. Because sometimes you know I don't do that so good. Is that a B? 18 is, yes, 18B. B. I'm getting really excited to hear this year's band. I know I talk about that a lot, y'all, but this time of year it's very exciting for me. I love watching those kids out there on marching on that field and practicing and playing their hearts out. It makes me happy. And now that Violet's going back to college, or, changing her major from science back to music, which is what it should have been all along. I kept trying to tell that girl. She didn't want to hear it. But you live and you learn, right? Now that she's going to be back in music, we'll get to see her perform, which will be, I don't know how I'm going to handle the first time she performs again. It's just probably going to make me cry like a baby. I love watching her perform because she loves it so much, and you can tell, you can just tell. C25. She gets all up into that. And it's a beautiful thing to see. Of course, maybe I'm just sentimental. I don't know. We've always had music in my family, and her daddy's family is very musical as well, and I think there's a reason they say that music is a universal language, because it affects everybody in different ways, but they all understand the emotions that it can evoke. It's pretty special stuff. C. Look here, Jen. I feel like I'm on a roll. Who needs a multiplacer? Granny picking up some speed. Let's see. There's another one. C and C. One more. Two more. Okay. I used to sing and played in band. I really miss it. I've been thinking about learning the violin because I don't have the lungs to sing or play my sax anymore. I totally get that, Bridget. I don't have the lungs to sing anymore either. Um, I used to sing a lot, a lot. Um, and I play piano. And my daughter plays marimba, like a xylophone, but it's bigger, with four mallets. Um, she plays ukulele. She plays French horn. She plays piano. She plays, I don't know what else she plays. She can play cymbals. She can play synthesizers. And she also sings. And now my son, he's a percussionist in the band now. But when Violet graduated, she decided she wasn't going to be in. From the sixth grade on up, she swore she was going to go to college and study music, and she was going to take her band director's job away from him. Well, then she graduated, and she decided 3 months before graduation she was going to be a science major. Well, of course, we said, okay, do it, whatever makes you happy. Do that thing. Well, here recently, this last semester, she said, nope, I bit off more than I can chew. Science is not my thing, and I don't know what to do. And she was very emotional about it. I mean, she was very emotional. She thought she had really, you know, screwed up. And I just, she's sitting here at the table crying and telling me there was nothing for her, blah, 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 blah. And I looked at her and I said, hey, I don't know why you're so upset. Why don't you just go back to what you love? And she tried to tell me that she couldn't make any money doing that and that she would always be poor. And if she was a teacher, she could. I said, good Lord, have mercy, girl. I said, first of all, how many people get to wake up every day and do what they love to do for a living? How many people get to do that? Not many. Not many at all. Most people go to a job and they hate it, or they want to do something completely different, or whatever. And I said, and not only that, but you can figure out a way to make money. If you just give private lessons after school 2 or 3 days a week, you'll make twice what your teacher's salary is, My heart messed up so much for me. I understand. That in itself is far better than a life with fat. Yes, I agree, Bridget. And that's what I told her. I said, you want to be happy, do the thing you love. It's because life is too short to be miserable. Absolutely. Way too short. Um, so that's what she did. She registered for music classes. And for the next year, that's what she's going to take, is all the music classes that she needs to graduate with the Associate of Arts degree. And then she's going to transfer to the university next August. And she'll be a junior at that point. I think she'll do fine. She should have just kept going with it. But I understand, sometimes you just have to live and learn. Sometimes you have to make your own decisions and decide that, uh-oh, I messed up. Now how do I fix it? And at 20 years old, she can make those choices and she can make those mistakes. And fortunately, that particular mistake won't cost her anything except the money we've wasted on science classes. But that's not such a huge deal. So, in return for the mistake, she has to pay for college for this year. And me and her daddy will help her once she has done that. Because, we pretty much paid for most of the first 2 years. Um, she had to pay for some, not much, a little bit here and there. But I told her, I said, yeah, girl, once you make mistakes, you got to pay for them. I said, and this is going to be the consequence. You have to pay for it yourself now. She said, I don't care, Mama. As long as I get to go sing, as long as I get to play in the band, whatever they decide. She said, wherever they decide to put me. That's what she told me. I said, well, they'll put you wherever you pay to take those classes. Whatever classes you sign up for, that's where they'll put you. So she's taken a piano for music majors class, choir, voice, and no, is it voice or percussion? It's either voice or percussion private lessons, and she actually takes private piano lessons every week outside of college, but these are college credit classes. And one other music theory. Yeah, she's taking a music theory class. Do you know that's a 4 credit hour class? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, now is the time for those mistakes to do, because they hurt worse when you're older. Those mistakes hurt bad when you're old. I can't see these. There it is. 21. And it's easier to make mistakes when you're living at home and you have a soft place to fall. You have support. You have people who care and who are willing to help you learn to pick yourself up again. I wish like crazy I would have had that kind of support when I was her age. I just did not. But that's what made me the tough, mean, cold-hearted woman I am today. That's what my husband says. I'll say, I'm cold. It's cold in this house. And he'll say, it's just your heart, honey. He's such a nut. G number 6. There we go. I think once I get this section done, I'll probably call it quits for the night. Because I do need to get some sleep before I have to wake up, get that boy breakfast before band camp. Make sure he's got all of his liquid IV and his sunscreen and the mosquito spray and because down here in the South, band camp ain't no joke, y'all. Not only do you have to fear heat stroke, but the mosquitoes will carry you off. Let's see. Oh, there's another one. This green is really pretty. It's like a really deep, deep, deep green. I like that. Okay. So, let's do some S's. I think that's number 17. You would be correct, ma'am. Just imagine your kid owns a By 17, I owned my own home, and I live out on my own. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I left home at 17, but I did not own my own home at that point. I was just trying to figure everything out, learn how to grow up. It took me a long time. I was kind of a late bloomer. I made a lot of bad choices and had to learn lessons the hard way. I'm grateful I learned them, though. I had to. My mother was a nightmare. I raised her. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, the bugs in the South are no joke. They are. They're so big. Just imagine your kid owns a multi. Do you mean multi-million-dollar house? Mine does not. Mine never will, probably. But that's okay. I don't. It's okay. I had to learn. As much as I like having a little bit of money, it's not the end all and be all. I mean, yeah, people need enough to live on, and they need enough to enjoy a few things every now and then, and but it's definitely not the end all and be all. And some people, it takes a lifetime for them to figure that out. One thing my dad says is that something to the effect that as long as you have enough money to throw at a problem and fix it, that's really all you need. Something to that effect. Which is kind of interesting that he thinks of it that way. Wait a minute. What is that number? Number 9 is that circle-y 6 there. Okay. I don't need too many of those. But it is nice to have that if and that's why I am so rigid in my budget. I don't have to be all the time so rigid, but I am because if anything happens, I want to be able to have money to throw at a problem and make it go away. And if that's the only problems you have are problems that you can throw money out and they go away, I think those are the best kind of problems to have. Because when you have problems with your health or the health of your family member, your loved ones, that's not the kind of problems to have. 26. There's no money you can throw at that and make it go away. Honestly, from what I've seen in this world, it is the ones that don't have as much live fuller, more fulfilled lives with far more love and joy. I agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and Bridget, the way I see it too is that those of us who have had to struggle in this life, we know we appreciate the things that we do have. And, well, I don't know, maybe not everybody does. Let me say it from my perspective. From my perspective, I am so content with what I do have. I mean, I have paid off cars. They're not new cars. They're really old cars, but they're paid for and they get us from point A to point B with air conditioning. And my husband is a pretty darn good mechanic. And when we have problems, he's able to fix them as far, as far as the cars go. We have healthy children. We have all the food that we want to eat. And really, I get as much yarn as I want to crochet. I can buy a diamond painting when I want to. My husband has a little project car that he works on. And he's content with that. I don't need much more than that, really. I don't need anything fancy. I don't need a 16,000 square foot house or mansion or whatever. I just, I live in a 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom house that's 1,000 square feet. And we downsized to this house from a 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom home in Virginia. And I am happier here than I ever was in that house in Virginia. Now I miss my kid, I raised my oldest kids there. So I mean I miss times that we had up there. But maybe I should say I'm just as happy here as I was in that house. The house didn't make the home. We did. Okay. Where's that pretty star? Let's see. Ooh, there it is, 31. 31's way over here. I know there's more than one. Yep, there you are. Look, I'm talking to my diamond painting, y'all. I don't have no good sense, do I? R is 19. I might have already done that, but no, that doesn't look familiar. Let's see, R, B, oh dear. 18. Oh, I didn't want that many. B, and N, a question mark. I've been homeless now. We live comfortably. I have all I need and want for very little, if anything. Yeah. I've been almost homeless. Real close. Once. With 3 kids. But it just so happened that my father found out and gave us a place to live. Thankfully, it was not in his house. It was in a rental property that he owned. But you know what? I never would have asked him that in a million years had he not found out and came and got me. Because I didn't want to ask for anything from them. I'm still here, but I'm listening. Thank you, Moon Rose. Thank you for still being here. I appreciate you. But I was grateful for the home that he did let us live in, because it helped me get back on my feet and kind of reset my life, But now like I said, Poppy and I don't have all the things, but we have enough to be happy and content. And that's all that I really care about. Enough food, happy, healthy kids, and a project now and then. Okay, maybe a project more than now and then, but the C, is that a C? 25. I keep second guessing myself when I'm doing this. 2 R's. I know I already did this. Yep, I just finished with that a little bit earlier. R, and a 5. this 5 is. Let's see. It's blue. There it is. There it is. 22. I'll be so glad when I get more familiar with, because you kind of learn which, after you've done this 100 times, you can look at the symbol and go, oh, that's number so-and-so, I'm not quite there yet. Maybe when I'm done with this whole row, I'll be there. So, out of this whole row, I only have, maybe, well, let's measure. 17 out of the 40 centimeters. And let me see, I've got 6 centimeters high. Not bad, I guess. It's okay. I just wanted to kind of start this thing and kind of jump start, get a jump start on it. Isn't that weird? Huh. Still here as well. Got into working on my diamond painting. It took me a minute, but I got back up, dusted myself off. Life has been on the... Yeah, and that's what happened to me. Once I got down to that, and thankfully, I didn't get involved in drugs, and I'm not a drinker. It was just, life was lifing bad. A lot of it had to do with, man problems. And that time of living in my dad's home in a really crappy neighborhood, mind you. It was such a ghetto. I cannot even tell you. The first day we moved in, my kids had to watch. Oh my gosh, it scared them to death. They were out playing in the yard. And then these 2 guys riding on bicycles, if that tells you anything. And one of them was mad at the other one. Cracked a Coke bottle or some kind of soda pop bottle that he had in his hand and stabbed this guy in the back with it and ripped his shoulder open all the way around. And he's bleeding all over the road and everything. It was insane. The first day we moved in. Mine was all my health, that blood clot. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure of that. Yeah. When I told my father me and his grands were sleeping in a park, he asked me how. Oh, Bridget, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I do keep a lot of projects. Mona, I do. I do. But I like keeping myself busy too, It was crazy to live there, but I lived there for 3 years. And you know what? The cool thing about living there was, as bad as it was, as far as just the situation I was in, nobody ever bothered us. My kids made friends with folks, and those folks looked out for us. And I mean, my kids would leave their toys in the yard, and not one toy ever went missing out of our front yard. So now, what made me decide to leave that place was, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. There was a field between me and the next street over, vacant field. And the lady in the house directly across from me, across that field, was her and her daughter. Well, the whole family. Somebody broke in, injured the wife and daughter, if you know what I mean. Kidnapped the husband, tied up the wife and daughter, kidnapped the husband, took him down the road quite a ways, made him go to the ATM and withdraw all the money that he could, and left him out in the woods. You aren't going to believe this. Then they went back to their house to have their way, you know. One of the people got caught, the other one did not. And that's how it was left after I left there. I mean, I don't know what happened after I left there. But 2 weeks before that happened, I lived on a street that looked kind of like an L shape. And there was a stop sign here, and I lived about right here. And somebody drove down the street, stopped at the stop sign, and never breathed again after that moment because of somebody who was sitting outside the stop sign, apparently didn't like him very much and decided to end it for him. It was bad. And I said, oh no, I can't raise my kids here any longer. I got to get out of here. And so it was about, I don't know, about 3 months later, I finally had enough money to leave, and I left. I mean, there were other issues going on as well, but I was terrified for my kids. So I just decided the other issues were not going to take care of themselves. I needed to leave the crappy relationship I was in because it was getting really, really bad. And I said, now's my time. And so I left. And like you said earlier, life has just been on an upward trend ever since. So, you know. And what's so crazy is, you know, you meet people. And when I was young, I never really thought about anybody else's story but my own. You know, I had a rough time of it when I was a little kid because my mother passed away when I was 8. And, you know, things were hard. But, you know, when you're young, your whole world revolves around you, right? And then you grow up and you go through things and you realize after a little while that everybody's got a story. And it pays to be kind to people because you don't know what their story is, you know? If I learned nothing else throughout all of that, it was to always give people grace because you never know what somebody's been through. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate your support of this channel. And I will talk to you again real soon. All right? Come back. Oh, I don't know how to end this live stream, y'all. How do I get out of here? Oh, Lord. That was loud, wasn't it? Okay. I guess I don't know how to do it. Let's see. No, I don't want to reconnect. Nope, don't want to do that either. How about, nope. Aha, found it. Good night.